as a kindergarten aide, I was so afraid that I would accidentally like clonk the kids in the head with my big like handful of rings, so I stopped wearing them. But I used to have like, I think almost every finger would have like some wacky ring on it. This one's kind of gross. This paper's kind of gross, so it's going away. This looks like it was from, yes, that's probably charcoal. Please get it all over your paws. That's so helpful. You're so helpful. This was probably from my drawing class. This is probably charcoal. I don't really care for this. It's definitely not my best work. Like, you can see all the scribble marks. We don't need that. This looks like it might have been like a blind contour. I really like doing those, actually. It's super fun. I'm assuming that's what this is because it looks like it. I don't hate it, but the only one I have in the keep pile so far is this drawing of tools. I don't feel like anyone in the household is gonna see any need to keep this, and I really don't like this spot here where you can see all the scribble marks. That's something I've always been pretty bad about, is scribble marks. This is wrapped in, I don't know what way this even goes. This is wrapped, so it was clearly for an assignment. I cannot imagine what the assignment was. I do honestly kind of like this. Like, there was one particular class. I don't know, there might have been more than one class, but there was one particular class where everything had to be wrapped in stupid plastic. I had a big giant roll of this stuff that I only just finally threw out. Like, I guess that it was for presentation, but now it's like, okay, I have a bunch of plastic wrapped garbage. Shout out to the environment. This is so like edgy. I don't hate it though. I'm gonna put it in the keep pile. This is just like a board. So I'll put that over. Oh god, I'll put that over here. That's our haunted dolls. What is this? Oh wait, do these go together? So this must have been like some kind of positive space, negative space thing. They do look kind of fun side by side, I will say. Oh my god, is this all marker? Jesus H. Christ. I can imagine the kind of language I was using when I was doing this. Does it still smell like Sharpie? Oh my god, it smells like Sharpie. That's disgusting. I do like the way these look side by side. But like the last thing we need in this house is a pair of giant pictures that goes together, so. This, I remember what class this is for. Actually, I don't remember what the class was called. But I remember the assignment, I think, was to draw something in like varying levels of abstraction. things to look at for like enrichment in her enclosure. So I'll put this in this pile. Wow, this is hideous. This I remember doing. I hated this with my life. I think it goes this way. This assignment. Did I just see something move? Whatever. This assignment was to draw something as identical as possible a bunch of times. I'm pretty sure there was another one where I did like my hand giving the finger like this many times. I don't know if that's in here. I might have gotten rid of it. And I did it because I was like so I was moody in college, and I was also fed up with this class. I don't remember why. I think it must have been like the end of the semester. I don't know. Anyway, I don't need this. What was this from? I do kind of remember doing this because I remember like I had a vision of like how I wanted it to look, but I didn't really put in the effort. So it's kind of ugly. Like, my skill has improved a lot since then, but I know even looking at this now that I could have done better. I was really lazy. With a lot of my assignments in college, like, I'm the type of person, we don't need this by the way. Oh my god, when that piece of dust moved, I thought it was a spider. I'm the type of person who, like, if I'm doing art, it needs to be something that I want to do. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna put in enough effort. That's like my toxic trait. Even sometimes when it is something I want to do, I don't put in the effort. What is this? Wow, okay, edgelord. I think this was for my illustration class, but I could not tell you what the assignment was, just based on this. I mean, it's not bad looking. I mean, when you look close at any single part of it, it's hideous, but altogether it's not awful. That being said, I don't need that. What is this? Oh, this is my desk. 2014. This is over a decade old. So what did I have on my desk at that time? I had a bunch of mugs. This one I still use. This has Frankenstein on it. This one I believe got broken. This one I don't know where this is. We might have gotten rid of it. Why do I have a jar of Nutella on my desk? I've got my evil baby. I've got Man Bunny. I can show you Man Bunny right now, actually. That's Man Bunny. I got him. Ouch, I just hurt my wrist. I got him at a yard sale years ago. I've got this is broken. I still have this, but it's broken. My Joey Ramone bobblehead, my little Grateful Dead bear. I might have gotten rid of this. I did like a huge stuffed animal purge because I didn't have space for them. And they were just getting all like dusty and gross. So I did a huge stuffed animal purge, so I might have gotten rid of this, but it was a little Grateful Dead bear. This I still have. I found that while I was cleaning my room, actually. My little, like, hippie bag that I got in high school. Nail polish. I used to paint my nails in college. What is that? Is that like ibuprofens? I have no idea what that. Oh, it's probably change. Idiot. I don't know what that is either. What is that? Is that teeth? What is any of this? That's nail polish remover, I can tell you that much. This looks like fries, but it's probably not fries. That's a bunch of art supplies. I'm pretty sure that's my paintbrushes and paint. What is this? Dracula. makes sense. This, I believe, is a little German flag because my family's German, so I brought that with me. Do not know what that is. Maybe a plate. I have no idea why I would have a thing of Nutella on my desk. I mean, there's some things here, like this was a tea can that has been repurposed, but I'm pretty sure that was not repurposed. I think that would have just been straight up food. And this is why I had ant problems. That's kind of fun. I guess I'll put that in this pile. Did I make this? I have no idea what this is or where this is from. I don't know if this is something I made. I mean, I guess it probably is. Because I don't think anyone else in my family would have made it. If my mom made it, it would definitely be more symmetrical because she's really good at that kind of thing. This must have been for a class. Does it have a name on the back? No. I don't know. This is one actually that I think my mom commented on when I was dragging them out of my room and she thought it was interesting. I think I caught a glimpse of this one when she was... So I guess I'll leave that for her. What is this? Oh. Okay, well that's not my work, obviously. Why is this in here? Did I have this hanging up in college? Is that why this is in here? Okay, well, I'll put that over here with those things. Yeah, eyeball. I think I might have done this in like middle school actually, because it looks like it's acrylics. And I know I was doing a lot of eyeballs and acrylics in like middle school and high school. I feel like I remember doing a bunch of these, like 6 eyeballs, and I don't know where the rest would be. I guess this is the only one left, but we don't need that. Why are Simon and Garfunkel here? Okay, well, I don't know why that's in there, but I mean, it's empty. There's not a record in here. It's also incredibly dusty. That's ugly. Don't need it. What on earth is this? I guess that's kind of neat looking. I'll put it in the keep pile. What is this? That's ugly. Don't need it. Ew. This is like fuzzy. I think that's just a pad of newsprint. I know we had to use that in one of my classes. Oh god, this is... We've got some charcoal stuff here. This was from a drawing class. A lot of these are fun, and the shape of this bottle is just whack. Look how lopsided that is. And it's like curvy. I don't really need that. Okay, we've got some Lily of the Valley, which I don't totally hate, but it's not that good either. I'm wondering what on earth this could possibly be. That's what's under this. I don't really like this. Okay, so clearly this was in the Scribble Scrabble lesson. That's ugly. Not because of the Scribble Scrabble. I actually really like doing that kind of style, although it's not something I do often. But this is super ugly. Clearly that, I guess, was a lucky cat. I don't need this. Oh, this looks like the same one, but in pencil this time. It's a little less ugly, but it's still ugly. Don't need it. Okay. Yeah, this teapot, I know I haven't pointed it out yet, but this teapot has been in a few of these drawings. That was a spot that I always liked to stand and draw. When we were doing our still lifes in that class, I always liked doing the teapot. This is not that exciting though. I don't really feel like I need that. Here's the teapot again. You can see the Scribble Scrabble. Well, maybe you can't because of the video quality, but I can see the Scribble Scrabble lines. I think this was one where I remember being really pleased with the teapot at that time. It's not that great now, but like I do like the way the handle looks. But this one's not that exciting. I don't think we need it. Okay. This one has a story. I remember this one. So this drawing teacher, he was very, like, everybody loved him. If you went to, I mean, it's not like I lived there. If you went to Rowan University, if you were an art major at Rowan and you had Doc, this was Doc. See if anybody knows who I'm talking about. But for those of you who don't know him, he was pretty particular, and I was so sure he was gonna hate this because this was not, like, this was a homework. This was not something done in class. And I don't remember what exactly the assignment was, but this is not a real gourd. I made this up while I was babysitting my friend who was, like, on crazy amounts of codeine because she was really sick. And she was like, you need to stay with me because I don't know what's gonna happen. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll babysit you while you're on codeine. And I made up this gourd out of my brain, and I was like, oh my god, Doc's gonna hate this. But he loved it. Like, he thought it was great. And I was like, oh my god, this is so funny. I did not tell him that I made it up. It is kind of nice though, so I will hang on to it for sentimental reasons. This is so badly done, oh my god. The Scribble Scrabble. I mean, the shading is actually pretty decent. This was probably with, like, Conti Crayon. That is a nice black. Because clearly it's not as fluid, like as soft as charcoal. You can see all the Scribble Scrabble lines. So I remember he made us, like, one of the things we needed for the class was Conti crayons, which I still don't know exactly what those are, but I do still have them, and no, I have not used them since I graduated. this must have been done at an art class that I went to as a kid, because otherwise there's no way I would have been doing all that. This was for my brother. I was thinking this was probably for my brother because I think he was into Death Note at that time. I'm trying to decide if this is something that I want to hang on to. I don't know if he would still want it. Like, if I did this in middle school, he would have been pretty young. So I doubt he even remembers it. But I kind of feel bad getting rid of it since it was for him. I mean, nobody's gonna know if I get rid of it, though. I'm sure he doesn't want it. What is this? That is a nail polish. This was definitely not something I was putting my best effort into. These are not my work. These are cardboard cutouts of my cats at the time that my parents gave me to bring to college with me. They can go over there. What is this? Is this just another drawing pad? Ew, it feels gross. It's going away. Another drawing pad, which probably doesn't really have anything in it. Oh gosh. I don't actually know what's in here. I need to okay. This has like really old stuff in it, so it needs to be burned. This is mildewy old newsprint. Okay, we're almost to the end. Do you even mind? I think this is a plant one of my roommates had on their desk. It's not horrible. I don't hate it. It can go in the keeper pile. This pile is mostly just something to entertain my mom. What is this? This has like a big gross piece of tape on it. This, you're like literally, it's not even helpful for you to do that. This literally has a bug taped to it. I don't know what this piece of tape is from. But like the plastic doesn't need to be on there. So this is another one from the class that I can't remember what it's called. This is from the same class that I did that deer teeth thing for. Don't remember what the exact assignment was, but I do kind of like it, honestly. I think I was trying to make it kind of look like cells and stuff almost on this side. This can go in the keeper pile, whatever. Okay, so we cleared out a good pile of stuff that I can throw in the recycling bin. Actually, probably not because it's huge. I don't know what I'm gonna do to dispose of this. And oh my god, he's drinking dog water. Everyone make fun of him. He's drinking dog water. And he's dusty because he was he's so dusty. Oh my god. Everyone make fun of him. I got a little small pile of things that it's like really, my parents can look at it, but it's really my mom who is always trying to like see what I'm doing. So yeah, and then we have that pile of random whatever. Okay, so this video was mostly made to motivate me to do something productive, because I think one of my dad's bands is coming over to practice tomorrow, and this pile of stuff has been sitting like propped against the wall for like a couple days eyes now.